lovies. This is not my most ideal setup, but you know, let's meet ourselves where we're at today, and you know, just show up with the process. I'm getting a sense of like what is in flow for me to do for reading, because I've been particularly called to just fully hop onto that. Have had a lot of major shifts lately between Pluto, Mercury retrograde, the 888 portal as a Cap Leo, and so, you know, here we are. So today I feel called to roll dice for, it's going through its houses, but my intention was zodiac focus. So it could be your sun, moon, rising, or just whatever house you're focusing on at this time. Just if you're here, it's for you, or if along the way, you know, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And thanks for joining me. This is a lot less like personal than I would like it. I would like to have you like right in front of me, so it's more like one-on-one intimate focus, but I'll do my best to, you know, keep you here with me and connected as much as possible with tech considerations, especially during Mercury retrograde. So going to be using my lovely ladies tarot today, and let's get to it. So zodiac we will be reading for 12. Cancer. Not surprised. Okay, Cancer. And excuse the sniffly nose, dealing with some duct issues. All right, so Cancer. I had a feeling it was going to be water sign. So, 9 of Pentacles coming through on the deck. I get the sense there's a theme that you are your own fulfillment, and there is room for one pentacle outside of you. Not sure whether. How about this? Anytime I get the sense of not sure, if I'm not playing a card, I'm going to roll the dice. So let's see what that 9 of Pentacles self-sufficiency theme is for house relevance. 8 and 7. Let's see. So I partner, I circulate. Okay, so this would be having to do with your relationships, intimacy, sharing, bonding, the concept of reciprocity. So I'm getting the sense of something to do with interdependence, navigating, settling into, or beginning your journey of interdependence as opposed to codependency or complete hyper-independence. So, also the theme of Pluto does come in here for me. All right, so lovely ladies for Cancer. Center card, Page of Cups. Okay, so you are, for whoever this is coming through for, you are someone who is, I mean, obviously a water sign. I get the sense it's going to be multiple water signs between your sun, moon, and rising. You're at the beginning of your journey when it comes to interdependence. Also, the number 9 is showing up here. Lots of 9s. So I feel like you're near completion of another cycle, so you're moving on to a new lesson plan. Basically, you've completed some other thing, and you're now moving into a very big shift, a different paradigm, and honing in on this particular life lesson. 9, I explore higher learning, travel, study. Yeah, this is a new area of study for you right now. And 9 of Pentacles again, just right there. Yeah, I'll keep you 9 of Pentacles on top. All right. So for the sign of Cancer, the Lovers, choices, the Chariot, movement, regardless of your choice or how long you put it off, things are moving, which is great because constant movement means constant opportunities for growth. At the same time, though, you may feel like you're, like this particular Chariot, I love the inclusiveness as a wheelchair user. She has a wheelchair here. I get the sense that you've been in a place of slow movement, so it can be scary to get moving into this new direction because you have this sense of mastery with whatever cycle lesson plan that you just closed off. So it's like, making that shift from like, okay, I get it now, we're good, there's stability, and then it's like, oh shit, now there's something new to learn. Like that can be, there can be some initial light resistance to that process, depending on your placement with this. Nine of Swords is coming up on the other side of that, so let me get more on that. Nine of Wands. Okay, so things you're going to need to let go of for this to go as smoothly as possible, so you don't go popping the tires of your wheelchair, is you need to let go of what came from the lessons before. There's heavy emphasis on just the heft and heaviness of the past and not letting that influence the now and future. So, that's something to where when you are experiencing difficulty in this new lesson, this new cycle, let go of the weight. Let go of the past. You will learn what you need to learn as you learn it. All right, what else for Cancer? There's something here about a fire sign coming through. Is that all to do with the fire sign? We'll go with that. Queen of Wands. Okay, so there's an opportunity for fulfillment here for somebody that is a fire sign. Queen of Wands specifically, so someone that has very nurturing energy. There's a balance of fluidity with the flame here. Someone who's very self-sufficient and balanced. I get the sense the Two of Cups and the Lovers kind of going together with this theme of you have a choice, and it'll be dependent on your fluidity in the process, your willingness to let go of the heft, the darkness of the past nights. Four of Wands. There's some sort of celebration here, but it's happening in the darkness. I feel like there's people celebrating around you, and you're kind of separating yourself from that. There's like people that are feeling very lighthearted and very hopeful for you, but you're kind of putting on this mask and detaching from it. Like they're looking at you lovingly, and then you're just kind of dead in the eyes. You're dead inside, but by your own choosing. So I'm not sure. And yeah, there's a lot of fours coming in here. Like there is solidness and security and stability, but you're not. This is giving me like Four of Cups energy, where like you're carrying this like chosen apathy, and I think that might be just like the transcendent symptoms going on. The transition from like this past cycle to this new cycle is just kind of like, I don't know, kind of has you dazed. Hierophant, yeah. So tell me more about the Hierophant, please. Magician. Okay, so you have all of like the Capricorns coming through. You have all of the foundations in place. You have what you need to go forward. But like this particular magician is reading to me like her hands are like this, but she's kind of like, it's more like this as opposed to like this, So it's you're in this like you're like right on the line between, like you are just shifting now, so it's just kind of this awkward position that you're in right now. And so it's really all coming down to you. Like, oh, hold on, okay, hold on. Let me not. Let's get like some specific things here. Like, for the sign of Cancer. What is some practical knowledge that will help Cancer in this shift? I'm hearing you have the practicalities. Knight of Cups, the Moon. There's definitely, like, you know what you need to do for this to run smoothly. But, like, because it's a Knight of Cups and not King of Cups, like, I get the sense that there's a part of you that's, like, cocky in their fulfillment. Like, you're feeding yourself the illusion that you're fulfilled, but you haven't quite, like when you're really just Page of Cups right now. And you have that potential to be Queen and King of Cups for sure. Like, that's why you're on this path. This is all for you to tap in with your highest potential and your highest timeline here. It's just, you gotta look your ego, the darkness, that Hades, Pluto energy in the face, you know. And the Moon, like Cancer, like that's your sign. Like you are this, you've got this, and it's laying over the Magician. Like, you have what you need. So, you know, let go of this mask that's like based off the past stuff where you need to like fake it till you make it sort of thing. That doesn't apply here in this new lesson. That's not going to serve you here. What's going to serve you is deep intentional reflection, uncomfortable work in the darkness. The things that you have been dissociating from, detaching from, the things that you've been approaching with this, like, I want to say like fiery anger, but it's like improperly transmuted into apathy. Like, you need to let the water flow. Like, you are Cancer. Like, don't shell up and don't like claw up. Instead, just like explore the fucking beach, bro. And just crab along and vibe. and take that time while you're just vibing in that still state. And like, I just imagine, I have the visual of like evening twilight, and you know, you're on this beautiful beach and you're the crab and you're just kind of walking along, and there's no sense of like being prepared for predators. There's no like seagulls out or whatever, you know. It's just, you're just fucking vibing along the beach, dancing. Dancing is a theme that comes through here. Part of the movement is just like gentle progression of movement, and like just using that space of gentle movement, both internal and external, to really get, like, really just settle your little claw feet into the sand and really just get grounded in that and in your presence in that state. Like, what resonates with you in that state when you are there with your toes, your crab little feet in the sand, just gazing up on dusk closing in for the evening. Like, your true essence can be found there in clarity. Ace of Swords, yes. So that is where you will gain your insights, is in that space. Whether you literally go to the beach or literally just take it upon yourself to reflect at evening twilight, like, you will have your insights there with that form of introspection. Four of Pentacles, which is connecting with the moon and the Knight of Cups. Like, I get the sense you're like clinging onto, like grasping onto, reserving resources. And again, this is kind of coming through as something that's from the last cycle. Like, this isn't going to serve you going forward, and that's creating that like resistance that's making it hard to push forward. And even so, you don't even need to like really push forward. This is a gentler, more intentionally introspective time for you, at least in the initial stages here. And yeah, just looking to the left, like this is looking to the past isn't gonna save you here or help you here. It's now is the time. High Priestess. Yeah, this is I'm gonna call spade a spade. I'm gonna say it like it is, and your ego isn't gonna like this, but your ego is having you in like there's spiritual ego going on here, to where you're telling that part of you, your ego, your shadow, is telling you that you, because you've completed the last cycle, like you know everything. You don't need to do anything. But that's all like the Cancer hard shell front to protect your softer insides and like really get to like the meat of what will serve you in this coming, or this now beginning cycle. Six of Pentacles, yes. So long as you take that space intentionally, going back to that visual of the nighttime beach endeavor, so long as you tap in with what's coming through as inner romance, and my ear is ringing, you tap into what's authentic for you. And you let go of this past conditioning of like what's supposed to be, and really just getting to the roots of you, as opposed to digging into the roots, as in root chakra, as in childhood stuff. Like, still honor your inner child and do that work, but ultimately move out of the past. You're just digging yourself a sand hole that isn't protecting you. It's just going to collapse in on you, and then you're going to be alone. But then you're going to be telling yourself that you're maintaining peace, that you're in the safe bubble, when really you're just crushing yourself under pounds of sand, instead of just looking out at the beach and doing what you need to do. What's this? Empress over the moon. Your truest essence is the Empress, the collection of all the queens, which again is connecting with the Magician. You have all the elemental entwinings you need, but you're keeping, I don't like using pronouns usually because fuck gender and all that, but you're keeping her, your truest Empress essence, stuck in the fucking sand, Cancer, by still listening to that asshole ego of yours who's looking over at you, just like this particular, I don't know if you can see it, but they're like sassily holding this like wine glass up. It's like your ego's over here celebrating, like, I just fucked up Cancer's day. Like, they felt empowered for a moment. I'm just gonna enjoy my toxic wine over here and just fuck up their life so that they can't fulfill their highest potential. Like, no, you're better than that. And the thing is, ego serves is just learning how to engage with that is the thing here. Hanged Man perspective. Yeah, this is, there's a shift. You need to shift how you're engaging with your ego, whether it's, being aware that it exists, whether it's, learning to not get hooked on it. Like, there's something here about you need to flip the fucking script, or maybe even just write the script. Like, what the fuck is ego saying to me? What are my thoughts? And then breaking that down to, like, what is actually true to my essence and what is just shit that was conditioned or that I'm soaking in from the outside. Like, that's like breaking down my crab shell and making it porous instead of me just being empowered. Is there anything else here? I feel like there's let's close this part up. Excuse me. I'm going to do 3 spread, past, present, future for Cancer. Past is not relevant, but perhaps it'll point to something here that I can gauge with instead of, you digging the sand hole. Yeah, so the time is now because we've got past is justice. There's like what's done is done, and that's already balanced out, or at least your part in that, Cancer, is balanced out in that. Present is Knight of Pentacles. So, and then future is Ace of Pentacles. And I appreciate that this Knight of Pentacles is looking forward to the future and very like certain and stern. And they've got this orangey red energy, like their dress is like an orangey red, and it's this nice balanced in between state of certainty and flow in this card's appearance. So in the present, looking forward to the future, not in the past sense of like I really hope something happens. It's looking forward to the future in the sense of I am manifesting this for my future. Like very intentional, like what do I want? What steps can I take to get there? And not clinging to the steps, like doing what you can, but letting the rest just fall where it may. Like if the intention is there and you're rooted in that, you've got your foot firm down on that, maybe some assertiveness skills would be helpful here. That I feel that's going to be what carries you into fulfillment in your Nine of Pentacles state, and then can invite the 10th pentacle to come in, like that interdependence can work effectively, and you'll have a new, like very tangible, solid, grounded beginning, so long as you are assertive in the present and really check your ego, spiritual or otherwise. And that's not like argue with your ego, that's just observe it, healthily detach from it, just like, okay, I hear you, and that's it. Like, just we're not letting past or ego run your fucking shit anymore, or at least that's the way to connect with your highest timeline, to that solid, tangible future, through the present moment now, because you are out of that past cycle. All right, so that's what I've got for you, Cancer. Thanks for sticking around for the reading. I believe I'm going to be doing some other sign readings going forward, and see how we're feeling about this format. All right, so I wish you well in your karmic journey and your reincarnation.